This is a shout out to parents and community members everywhere. Showing you education in the school. This is Victory.
It's out.
Thank you. This year, we hold our long mission. Yes, we got a band after him. The museum is only 2 members now before 6 on the shows that have been done. Especially your music blossom into a #1 double-platinum hit album, Dance by Listen to. Tonight, we perform some of their hits, Roots, Stolen, Give Me Some Love, Think, Everybody Needs Somebody Love. So, ladies and gentlemen, we open up the briefcase full of blues of the Lebanon blues born for you, the songs of the Blues Brothers. Drummaker Julian Young is the lead. And that's it.
sleep from it so bad. Dude, but like, arm. What do you do? Just press buttons. Press A. Dude, I press A. That's it. You get paid. It's fucking good. Yeah.
We back online here?
Yeah. Ken Green.
You're Denny. He's right below us.
He grabbed me on the way up. It sucks. There was not one person down below keeping official stats.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's sending like to the Post-Gazette, to the WPIL, all that. They can look at me like I'm crazy, like clueless. So hold this thing down. Too much preparation and getting ready for this not to work. You have glitches like this, it's fucked up. Oh well. Well, first quarter took forever, huh? Woo! Do we know, or does it even matter whose headsets are whose? We don't know, and it doesn't matter? Uh-oh.
I heard a little bit, yeah.
I have stats. Do you want me to go with them?
Let me give a few of these scores, maybe you do that. Hey folks, we're back here live at Mount Lebanon High School Stadium. Our halftime score, Mount Lebanon 20, Upper St. Clair 6. Here are some scores around the WPIAL. At halftime, Peters Township 13, Cannon Mac 7. At halftime, TJ 8, Gateway 3. At halftime, North Hills 35, Plum 10. At halftime, West Allegheny 31, Trinity 21. At halftime, Bell Vernon 35, Char Valley 7. At halftime, Stowe Rock 62, Jeanette nothing. That big win over Bishop Sycamore really got them going in the right direction, I guess, huh, Brian?
Wow, 62-0.
Yes. And now we're going to come back with some first half stats from our game here at Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, in the first half, very efficient 2 quarters for the senior co-captain quarterback Joey Daniels. He was 5 for 7 for 124 yards. Wide receiver balls were distributed fairly evenly. Eli Heidenreich leads all receivers with 2 receptions and 85 yards. Jack Smith second with 1 reception and 20 yards. And of course, in the running game, it's big senior Alex Teska, number 5. He's got 10 carries, 129 yards, and 2 touchdowns. One of those on an 80-yard scamper down the far sideline for the Mount Lebanon touchdown. Very efficient offensive first half for the Blue Devils, and it's the Blue Devils 20, rival to the south, Upper St. Clair, the Panthers 6.
Yeah, really good half from Mount Lebanon. Really contained the ball well. Time of possession was key. Great stout defensively. And when USC had that drive late in the second quarter, Mount Lebanon did not break. They held them to a field goal. And USC's kickers really keeping them in this game to a 30-plus and a 40-plus yard field goal. Exciting second half coming up.
Yeah, look, the Panthers are going to get the ball first. They won the opening flip, I believe, and deferred. So they'll get the opening kickoff of the second half. Their last drive of the first half ended in a field goal. It was probably their best drive of the entire first half. They were starting to pick up yards up the middle. We've not seen much from the St. Clair passing game, certainly not a whole lot vertical. They're going mostly horizontal with Brady Erdos, the first-year starter junior, calling the signals for the Panthers. I'd expect in the second half, again, to start by seeing the Blue Devils run the ball. Heavy dose of Alice Teska. He's already got 124 yards and only 10 carries. So I'd expect the Blue Devils to run the ball, perhaps work in some additional running backs in the backfield too. That's Alex, number 5, the Army, Navy, Holy Cross recruit and co-captain, all-conference, 2-year all-conference player too for the Blue Devils. Mount Lebanon is going to kick off. They're going to kick off out of the north end zone and into the south end zone. Before we get started in the second half, we've got some good friends in Louisville watching the game. That's the Franklins, the Hazlets. We got the McGuigans, the McGraws, the Mitchells, all watching. I think they're
We're underway in the second half. Buddha's kick. It'll be taken by Sapolio at the 3. Brings it out across the 20, has running room.
That's trouble.
Cuts it back, great cut back. It's going across midfield. He could go. Passes Buddha, the kicker. He is going to take it 96 yards for an Upper St. Clair touchdown. Wow.
Like I said, 3 keys to the game, special teams. And Mount Lebanon just not looking good on special teams.
Colin, you threw on the prophet hat before this game.
I know.
You did. You're key to the scat number 1 with special teams, and wow, has that been a problem for the Blue Devils tonight? And I hate to say this, but boy, I go back to last year at Canon-Mac, ahead 17-0. We kick off, and Canon-Mac returns the kickoff for a touchdown. Whole new ball game. Boy, now Mount Lebanon doesn't score to end a half there. St. Clair comes out, shot out of a bullet. 96-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. That really hurts.
And you got to think if Bob Palco wants to kick the ball out of bounds, because a return for a touchdown, you may as well just take it at the 35.
And that's Bennett Henderson with the extra point. And we have a game, folks. First play of the second half, long kickoff return for a touchdown. Mount Lebanon 20, Upper St. Clair 13.
Hey, one thing for those listening at home, and you know this if you know this rivalry between Upper St. Clair and Mount Lebanon, there is going to be no quit in either of these teams until the final whistle. So St. Clair gets in the locker room, Buck comes up, buckles out that chin strap a little tighter, comes out and takes the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And yeah, we do have a ball game, 20-13, Mount Lebanon over St. Clair. And Mount Lebanon will now have to answer that knockout punch attempt by the Panthers to start the second half here.
Coach Palco not happy. Special teams heard about it. Receiving team ready to go out. Hopefully we can turn things back our way.
I know, call me crazy, but I would not be surprised to see a pooch kick by the Panthers here.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep it away from Texa and Boehner back there.
Even looked like the way that Henderson just teed the ball up, that he might be looking to kick a squib kick.
In the middle of the first line for the Blue Devils is number 23, Cole Markle. He's a wide receiver. Beside him is Anthony Petrogallo, the junior, and then Jacob Munoz, the senior.
Oh, it wow. Is a squib.
Exactly.
And like you said, first Markle got his hands on it. Finally,
That's Anthony Petrogallo, number 26.
26, Petrogallo came up with it.
Yeah.
But great field position for the Blue Devils, 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Anthony Petrogallo, two-sport athlete, plays football and basketball for the Blue Devils. Nice job recovering that kick. That did not surprise me that they tried that, as I noted right before.
Not at all.
All right, now let's see the Blue Devils come out here. Very efficient first half, as we said, for the senior signal caller and co-captain Joey Daniels.
1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. Texas single setback. He'll take the handoff, go to the right side, gets yardage, 1st down and more. He'll get 15, 16 yards, finally brought down by Kahn, but not until a 16-yard gain to add to his total on the night.
Yeah, great start by the senior all-conference running back Alex Teska. He takes the ball right, gets a nice seal block by big number 75, Will Harvey at right tackle, and gets 16 yards, adding to his already 124 yards he had in the first half. He's up to 140 yards for the game on just 11 carries. That's senior Alex Teska, number 5.
Jack Smith in motion. He'll go settle in at the H-back on the right side. Hand off to Texa
Big
again.
hole.
Another good hard run. Ooh, gets flipped over. We got a flag on the play. Jack Smith was in on 2 guys. One came off the block to make the tackle. Wonder what the flag is.
That was not holding if that's on Jack Smith.
No.
Jack Smith just blew people up at the point of attack. Very physical blocker. The senior tight end, basketball player, baseball player, as we mentioned, going to Harvard to play baseball.
But they are calling holding Mount Lebanon. If not Smith, not sure who it was. But yeah, he took on 2 defenders there. Not sure. So they'll bring it back to the St. Clair 48. So from the spot of the foul, it only ends up being a 4-yard penalty. Make it 1st down and 14 from the Panther 48-yard line. Daniels, hands off. Texa, not much running room this time. He's met. He'll grind for a couple, but not until the Panthers bring him down, led by Brady Bartusiak, the linebacker, number 5.
St. Clair staying in their base defense. That's 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Mount Lebanon's offensive line remains the same, anchored by senior James Klein, number 50. On either side, it's Owen Halter and Daniel King. Tackles remain Harvey and Capristo.
Texa again. Takes it up the middle. Nice hit. Not much running room there. That was Besselman and Bartusiak both coming up to make the play for Upper St. Clair.
And this is a time where you're Mount Lebanon, you have 1st and 20. Now you get it to 3rd and manageable. You get it to 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. You can hit a 6, 7-yard pass and maybe think about going in on 4th down. But going from 1st to 20 to 3rd to 8 and 9 is really key for this Mount Lebanon.
See if they're going to try to roll coverage to Heidenreich, who's sitting in the slot to the near sideline, number 8.
Munoz wide to the right. Daniels
got him,
He's going to throw deep. He has Heidenreich. What a catch! They're battling for it. Both men came down with the ball around the same time, but it looks like Heidenreich has a stronghold on it, and it will go from Mount Lebanon 1st down to the 10-yard line.
Great touch by the senior signal caller, Joey Daniels. He had Heidenreich locked up one-on-one. Eli got behind the defender. Nice touch pass by Joey Daniels. Big conversion on 3rd down and 7. Continues this first drive of the second half for the Blue Devils. They're deep in St. Clair territories. They take over 1st and 10
That's
from the
1st
12.
and 10. It's at the 11. It's going to be Texa, bounces it right, breaks a tackle, and he's into the end zone for a Blue Devil touchdown.
What a response from Mount Lebanon.
Yep.
Authoritative response by the Blue Devils. They march it right downfield, wasting no time in getting it back in the end zone. Again, featuring the stars on offense, Daniels, Heidenreich, Teska finishing it off. No stopping Alex as he ran the ball to the right, ran through about 4 different St. Clair would-be tacklers to find the touchdown from 11 yards out. That's Mount Lebanon 26, St. Clair 13, extra point pending.
Noah Buddha on for the point after. Kick is off the left upright wide, no good. So the score will remain with 9:14 here in the 3rd quarter. Mount Lebanon 26, Upper St. Clair 13.
And you got to think with the kickoff coming out from Mount Lebanon, would you consider it? I know it's a penalty and all, pooch kicking this or kicking it out of bounds with how their special teams has played so far. Brian, what do you think?
Good question, Colin. I'm kind of old school in this regard. I believe Noah can kick the ball to the goal line, and I think you got to cover these kicks. We got plenty of depth on this team. There's quite a few starters on that special teams kick coverage unit. You got to believe you can cover these kicks against a 5A team rivalry game. I don't know. I don't kick it out. I mean, I might do that against Central Catholic if they've got a couple of D1 players back there returning kicks, but not against Upper St. Clair. I'd kick the ball deep, Colin. Of course, noting that they just ran the last one back for a touchdown. And they had another 70-yard kick return. So that's why I'm in the booth, Colin.
Yeah.
We've struggled on kickoffs tonight. Like you said, the 2 long ones. We've had 2 go out of bounds. Buddha has been lining it up on the left hash, as he will again right now. His approach, it's a squib kick, ground ball down the middle. It's going to split everybody and finally be picked up at the 8-yard line. Sapolio, but he will break some tackles. Boy, they need to find some new people on this kickoff team for Mount Lebanon, as missed tackles have been the name of the game all night.
Boy, Colin, again, you're just nailing it with the calls. Great kickoff by Buddha there. Squib kick, as Colin Whitty called it. St. Clair had a tough time fielding it, but then did a nice job once they did field it of returning it all the way out to their own 22-yard line. Will be 1st and 10.
Sapolio shaken up on the play, going off very gingerly. One of their top players. They'll spot the ball at the 27-yard line, where the Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
This is the first time.
Junior quarterback Brady Erdos brings them on. 2 wide receivers split to the right, 1 left. He's going to hand off. That's the big guy, Brown. Not much doing, though. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And a host of Blue Devils stopping him, led by Beckham D.
Yeah, interesting also, we've seen the Blue Devils now come out in the second half and switch up the middle linebackers. In at middle linebacker, senior number 52, Daniel King, and sophomore number 20, Beckham D. You'll recognize that name because his brother Grayson, a junior, starts at right defensive end, number 32, and also tight end. So we've got the D brothers, we've got the Javaden brothers, and we've got the Heidenreich brothers also all on this team.
2nd and 10, ball to 27. Fakes, looks, he's going to throw deep down the right side, and they go to man! Oh! Incomplete.
Besselman.
That was Besselman, and he had more than a step. He had 3 or 4 steps on the Lebo defenders.
That's a missed pass right there.
They set that play up perfectly. That's the first time all game Erdos has thrown really vertically downfield. They had the receiver wide open, blocked it up very well. Brady just a little bit too much on that pass, just out of the reach of the wide receiver.
Yeah, had the slot receiver doing a little bubble screen, and then the far outside guy doing a double move, and it got the Blue Devils there, just couldn't get the ball in Besselman's hands.
Texas coming off the field after that play, hobbled a little bit, and it's going to be Nate Sala in the game for him.
Big Nate, junior, number 22, heavy hitter for the Blue Devils.
He's going to keep up the middle and run. Breaks 1 tackle. He's going to be short of a first down by about 3 yards, is Brady Erdos. It's going to bring up about a 4th and 3. Tommy Boehner coming up to make the play for Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, nice job of closing in on that play. Also Grayson D. And also just in Nathan Sala got a shoulder in at the end of that play too. We mentioned brothers on the team. We've got the D brothers. We've got the Javaden brothers, both juniors, and the Heidenreich brothers. The lesser-known Heidenreich, Ezra Heidenreich, a sophomore, well-known by those from youth football as the White Missile.
Wow.
Yeah, not quite as fast as Eli, but maybe someday.
Big play here. It looked like they were going to think about going for it, but now they're going to punt.
Punts away, Heidenreich deep to return. He's going to stay away from it, and the ball is going to settle in right around the 30-yard line.
All right, nice job by the Blue Devil defense. Again, Blue Devils through 2 quarters and now started the 3rd quarter, and last week has not given up a touchdown on defense.
That was Heister, the punter, by the way, for Upper St. Clair on the play. And Mount Lebanon will take over at their own 29-yard line. First and 10, 7 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here, third quarter. Mount Lebanon 26, Upper St. Clair 13.
And another point to my three keys of the game. At this point, you're starting to get some of the defensive linemen for Upper St. Clair hands on the hips, which indicates that they're tired. Look for Alex Texa and Tommy Boehner, the duo running backs, to get a handful on this possession here.
Good call, Colin, as Boehner is getting the call on this series. We got three wide receivers to the right, but Heidenreich in motion. He'll take the handoff on the jet sweep. Not much room. He'll maybe get a yard at the most.
Yeah, well defended by the Panthers of Upper St. Clair on that play. Just not a lot of room for Eli. And because the sight lines aren't that great from the booth that we're watching, was that a jet sweep? Yeah, okay.
Second down 9, we'll give him a yard on the play.
Wildcat.
Biersdorf wide to the left. We got Anderson in at the wide receiver to the right.
Didn't see Daniels there.
Yeah, we've not seen Mikey B in as many formations as we did last week. Michael Biersdorf with the Mount Lebanon's first touchdown last week against the Bethel Park.
Fake handoff. Daniels rolls, throws in the flat, incomplete, intended for Jack Smith. Just couldn't hang on. It's going to bring up third down and 9.
Tough play for Smith. Ball's a little bit behind, but certainly one that we know Jack Smith can make.
We see Brandon Anderson, number 12, come out. Eli Heidenreich, number 8, come in. Charlie Pellegrino, number 34. Looks like he's coming out, trying to get the right personnel in on this play. Jack Smith comes back in, number 7. He's lining up kind of at the H-back position. 3 up to the left.
Tommy Boehner, and we have a timeout. Mount Lebanon.
All right.
It didn't seem like much last week. It didn't seem like Mount Lebanon was having these mental mistakes like they are today. We've seen a number of pre-snap penalties and pre-snap timeouts from the Blue Devils so far tonight. Confusion going on within Mount Lebanon's offense tonight.
Yeah, I'm not certain what the issue could be. We're seeing a lot of widespread personnel changes on offense, play after play. It could be just getting the right personnel in for the right sets that they want to run. That could be one of the challenges that they're having. You know, when you talk about the Mike Melnick era of Mount Lebanon, that was one thing we saw a lot of, pre-snap issues, having to take timeouts, with those very aggressive offensive schemes, sometimes not having the right set or people in was a challenge. Have not seen that as much with Coach Spieler's offense and under the leadership of Bob Palco in his third year at Mount Lebanon. Of course, Coach Palco had 8 Whippeal championships coaching West Allegheny. Extraordinary. His son, Tyler Palco, kind of a legend in southwestern Pennsylvania, 3-year starter at Pitt, was throwing the ball to Larry Fitzgerald. Of course, had a pro career as a quarterback, too. Outstanding family of football players and football coaches.
Third and 8.
Right.
Throw over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Jack Smith. He was double covered as well and came down incomplete. But there was a flag in the backfield. Let's see what this is.
That was a heavy hit, although very little impact to Jack Smith. He jumps right back
They're going to
up.
call illegal motion, Mount Lebanon, which will be declined. And it'll bring up 4th and 9. And it'll bring on the punt unit for Mount Lebanon. I want to say, is this our first punt tonight?
I believe so.
Yeah, we've got the junior, number 13, Mikey Beardsdorf, 3-sport athlete. Michael not only plays football, but also plays basketball and baseball, too.
So he's doing the punting, not Noah Buddha.
No.
Wow.
Michael is a heck of a kicker as well, which speaks to how good of a place kicker Noah is, because Michael can actually kick extraordinarily well, too. Michael's grandfather was a standout football player for the Golden Gophers of University of Minnesota, who played Ohio State last night in a great game.
Boy, they gave him hell in the first half, and then Ohio State, look out, they put up 35 in the second half and went away.
Yeah.
And while we're talking college football, I know most of Mount Lebanon has this game circled on its calendar. Tomorrow, the Franklin and Marshall Diplomats travel to Lebanon Valley College to take on the Flying Dutchman.
All right. And for those of you who don't know, our former wide receiver, Timmy Walters, is on the Diplomats and is How's Timmy doing down there, Brian?
He's slated to start tomorrow against the Flying Dutchman, so we'll be driving out early tomorrow morning to Lebanon Valley.
Great.
While we're transporting our daughter to Brooklyn, New York to move there. So looking forward to another fun Saturday of football.
What a weekend. Beersdorf back to punt. Running style punt, and he's going to hit one off the side of his foot to the right sideline here.
Bounce.
Yeah. Not going to get much yardage on that. That will be a 23-yard punt by Beersdorf, and Upper St. Clair will take over. 6:18 left here in the third at their own 47-yard line. Mount Lebanon up 26-13.
While you might not see it this evening, Michael Beersdorf is a weapon back there as punter. Super athletic kid, super fast kid. If you were going to fake with somebody, Michael would not be a bad player to run a fake punt with. I think you're also going to see that punting style more and more from the Blue Devils this season.
Sure.
Kind of that Australian roll-out kick. That's certainly very popular in the college game right now. Looks like St. Clair still out of the shotgun. Jamal Brown back in at running back number 7.
Handoff will go to Braun.
Big hole.
Breaks it off the right side. Nice little gainer. He'll get about 5 or 6 on the play.
Boy.
Then he's brought down, looks like Tommy Boehner.
Always so impressed while Tommy Boehner maintains his balance. Hips squared, shoulders squared, breaks down so well. That was almost a perfect form tackle.
Is that Brown who's down once again? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Jamal Brown down
Cramp.
for the second time tonight. Yeah, it could be cramps the way it's looking. They're stretching out that left leg.
And again, let's give Coach Ryan Reiser, the strength and physical performance coach for the Blue Devils, a lot of credit. We've not seen many Mount Lebanon players cramping up at all. Credit to the training program that the Blue Devils have been under throughout this offseason, throughout the summer, and now as we head into the fall. Great job by Coach Reiser and his group.
Nice crowd here at tonight's game. Mount Lebanon side completely full. Upper St. Clair, nice showing. Coming from about 3-4 miles away. Always love this rivalry in all sports.
Yeah, it has been a great rivalry over the years, and we were treated to some Mount Lebanon history by Tony Rinaldi, who filled us in on the 1971 St. Clair Mount Lebanon football game, which, if you're thinking Mount Lebanon's playing St. Clair, you would assume it's being played at one of two places, either Mount Lebanon or St. Clair. But apparently that 1971 game was played at Bethel Park Stadium.
Wow.
As they were working on Upper St. Clair Stadium at the time. And Mount Lebanon was trailing in that game in the fourth quarter with under 9 minutes left by 18 points.
Wow.
Incredible comeback. Greg Maxey was the quarterback for the Blue Devils then. 2 touchdown passes late in that second half to Dean Callan, who many know. Dean went to Notre Dame, great person in the community, also a very well-respected lawyer. 1971 Mount Lebanon Blue Devil team, 9-1 that season, beating Upper St. Clair at Bethel Park.
Good
in
stuff.
The regular season.
2nd and 5, St. Clair. Run off the left side. Nice run. It's going to be enough for first down yardage.
So if you take the drive that ended in the first half with a field goal for St. Clair, their last drive of that second quarter, and now looking at them in the third quarter here, they're starting to have a little bit of success running the ball between the tackles.
That was Aiden Kahn on the carry that time. He'll take it down to the Mount Lebanon 42, 1st and 10. They're going to go one wide right, wide receiver to the left, slot man on the left's going to go and reposition as a tight end on the right. They have an H-back in as well. He is met immediately at the line of scrimmage. No running room whatsoever, and Will Hartung comes up and makes the stop.
Yeah, another big tackle by Will Hartung. Excellent form tackle. He did not hesitate in filling that hole, came up hard, stuffed the running back in the hole for no gain. Nice job by Big Will. Of course, his youngest brother, Isaac, was honorary captain today. I saw Coach Palco give him a big high five. Little Isaac. Of course, we mentioned Billy Hartung, Executive Director of the Center for the Theater Arts, one of Mount Lebanon's great assets.
2nd and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. Fakes.
Double
He's gonna
move.
look deep, and we got it covered. Intercepted. Eli Heidenreich takes it at the 18-yard line. Has some room. Across the 40.
Flag.
Comes up around the 50-yard. There is a flag on the return, but he had perfect position for that interception, did Eli Heidenreich.
Again,
Yeah,
you're
what a
di-
play by Heidenreich. Read it the whole way, not fake by the double move. Clear, good interception from Heidenreich there. Kind of like a fly ball in baseball for Heidenreich there.
Yeah.
An easy one to get.
And interesting you say that, Eli Heidenreich, an outstanding baseball player as well. Of course, the all-conference defender, Eli Heidenreich, you're not going to get the ball over top of him. So sound defensively, so technical in his execution, and of course, just hyper-instinctive kid as well. You're right, Colin, not fooled in the least bit. Picks that ball off. That's Urtis's first interception of the game. Comes with
And that was
4:25 remaining in the third quarter.
illegal block in the back, takes it all the way back to the 27-yard line, which really nullifies that great return by Heidenreich. But nonetheless, Mount Lebanon, 1st and 10, 4:25 remaining, third quarter, up 13.
And this seems like a time where you would feed Alex Texa.
It will be Texa. Looks like he got his steam
Jesus.
back. Oh, what a run. Breaks
Oh!
some tackles, and he
Oh,
spins
my
out of one.
goodness.
He's going down the sideline to the 30. Down inside the 25-yard line. Alex Texa breaking tackles. What a run.
Send out the bat signal right now to the rest of the Whippeal. You're not tackling Alex Teska with your arms or hands. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. He's just running through would-be tacklers and just chomping up the yardage. Keeps those legs churning, squares his shoulders upfield. A load to bring down Alex Teska, the senior captain.
50-yard gain for Texa. Boehner giving him a blow right now. No room there. He'll get just back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play. Chimento on the stop for the Panthers.
Boy, I mean, how many tackles did Alex break on that last run?
At least 4 or 5.
Yeah, at least 4.
And the one
exactly.
he spun out of was the best.
Yeah. Again, his upper body and lower body so strong. He never stops those legs from moving.
2nd and 9. And
Offsides.
flag looks like Upper St. Clair might have jumped the gun on the snap there. And yes, it will be a 5-yard penalty assessed to Upper St. Clair, bringing up a 2nd down and 4. And I'll tell you what, Jamal Brown, as we said, the last offensive series for St. Clair went out with an injury. It's very noticeable that they miss him on defense. 3 wide right for the Blue Devils. Handoff. Is this
Yeah.
Boehner?
Yeah, Boehner. And like we said, Mount Lebanon just pounding the ball on Upper St. Clair, doing whatever they want up front. And the running backs having huge holes, as you see Texa with the big run, and now Boehner back-to-back runs.
Boy, you're right, Colin. That was the power offense for Mount Lebanon. They went double tight that time with 2 tight ends in and just ran between the tackles.
Bring up a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Boehner still a tailback. Daniels will hand off to him. He'll stutter up the middle, close to the goal line. No call. It looks like he'll be stopped just shy, just inside the 1-yard line. Nice run, Tommy Boehner.
Boy, Jack Smith came across the line and delivered a big block on that play, too, to help spring Boehner. Boehner's just looks like a yard short. 2nd down and goal for the Blue Devils at about the 1-yard line. Again, Mount Lebanon's got 1 tight end. That's Grayson D to the left. 2 split out to the far left.
Texa back in, and Daniels will keep himself on the quarterback sneak, and he will be in for the Mount Lebanon touchdown. Joey Daniels, 1
Textbook
yard
drive
run.
there from Mount Lebanon, pounding the ball away. As like I said in the opening, if you get to the third quarter, late third quarter, early fourth quarter, like we are right now, 2:01 remaining in the third, these defensive linemen are going to be tired, and Mount Lebanon taking advantage of that, just pounding the ball. I don't think any pass plays on that drive, actually.
No,
Not that I can think of.
Good call, Colin. I think you're right. I do not think we passed once. Joey Daniels, the senior, takes it over the center, James Klein. That's been a successful combination run for the Blue Devils tonight. They've gotten 2 first downs on 4th and short with Daniels going over Klein. And there, Klein clears the way for Joey Daniels for the touchdown. Of course, James Klein, a senior, very bright young man. His dad, Steve Klein, played for Mount Lebanon, also played at Yale for the Bulldogs. Steve, a neighbor, very good guy. Marilee, also his mom, helps out incredibly with the football program. Did a great job with the program, takes a ton of photographs for this football program too. Thanks to Marilee Klein, James' mom, for all her help this season.
Offside, Upper St. Clair. They'll move it up 1.5 yards. Buddha's kick is up, and it is good. With 2:01 remaining, third quarter, our score, Mount Lebanon 33, Upper St. Clair 13.
And
nice scoring drive by Mount Lebanon there to get right back up to a 20-point lead.
Alex Teska, this just in, has now rushed for 212 yards.
Wow.
That's 212 yards, 3 touchdowns on the night.
Great
Boy,
stuff.
shaping up as the player of the game if things stay under control here. Alex Teska, strong second game of the season. All right, if you're Upper St. Clair, there's 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. You're down 20 points. This would be a critical drive for St. Clair.
Huge.
It's a lot for them. It started on special teams.
On this side of the field.
Mount Lebanon's kicking out of the north end zone to the south end zone.
And this time, Noah Buddha has shifted over to the right hash, has been kicking off from the left hash all night long.
They switched too.
Interesting.
And so did the return men for St. Clair. Buddha's kick, ground ball, fielded at about the 20-yard line. Louis
Great tackle.
Petrogala coming up on the tackle, trying to get the return man for you. As we've said all night, it's really difficult to read these numbers for Upper St. Clair.
I think that
Looks like it was number 5,
number
Brady
5.
Bartusiak.
Oh, when I was mentioning brothers, I forgot to mention the Petrogallo brothers. Anthony, a junior, and Louis, number 24, a senior. Louis also stars on the wrestling team, a WPIAL qualifier. Again, we've talked a lot about toughness in Mount Lebanon. They don't come much tougher than number 24, senior Louis Petrogallo. Of course, his dad, Big Lou, owns a distribution business, Stone Rooster. Appreciate all Lou Petrogallo, his dad, does for Mount Lebanon football.
1st and 10, Upper St. Clair, 30-yard line. Let's call it the 31. Handoff. Nice hole up the middle. Going to get about 8 yards. Is that Kahn?
Yeah, I think that
No,
was
it is Ethan Heister.
tackled on that play by number 20, the sophomore, Beckham D, in at middle linebacker. We've rotated the linebacker some. Daniel King, who also starts at guard, number 52, is at middle linebacker with Beckham D. Of course, Daniel King, number 52's dad, Kevin King, coach on the staff with Coach Palco. Of course, Kevin King starred on many WPIAL championship teams for the Blue Devils back in the day.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Missed tackle in the backfield. And it's going to be close to a first down for Heister.
Yeah, nice
and
job
1.
by Beckham reading the play, shot the gap strong, just couldn't make the tackle in the backfield, but disrupted the runner enough that prevented him from getting the first down. It'll be 3rd down and short for St. Clair, and dare I say it, but we need to talk about it in these terms, a critical 3rd and short for the Panthers, trailing by 20 points.
3rd and less than 1. Erdos is going to move them around. Going to put Heister behind him. He's going to hand to Heister.
He's short.
No,
He
he's
is
short.
not going to get there.
Nice job.
It looked like Beckham D, the sophomore, coming in to make the stop.
Also, nice job by Kyle Watkins, the senior, number 62, over the nose. Getting nice penetration there. Good to see Kyle getting in and making a difference. We've also now got Joey Peters, number 55 at left defensive end, and big number 74, that's Connor Young, sophomore at defensive end. Boy, hard to believe Connor now plays defensive end. I remember from youth football playing running back.
And it looks like Upper St. Clair is going to let the clock run out to end this 3rd quarter as they'll begin the 4th quarter with a 4th and 1. But our score, Mount Lebanon 33, Upper St. Clair 13.
And as the first 7 quarters of this football season end, the Mount Lebanon defense has yet to give up a touchdown.
Wow.
Shut the Bethel Park Blackhawks out last week in 4 quarters. In this quarter, although St. Clair has 13 points, 2 of those come from 6 points on field goals, and then the kickoff return to start the second half to the special teams. So Coach Kim Niabala, in his 3rd year as defensive coordinator, longtime assistant under Coach Palco at West A, his defense already looks like they're in midseason form.
Great stuff, Brian.
So, Colin, you've been predicting things accurately the entire night. It's 4th and short for St. Clair. Your coach, Mike Junko, what do you call if you're the Panthers?
Well, I think you got to dial up a good run play, and I may even consider putting Brown back in the game here because they need a first down and desperately need a score on this drive to stay in this game. So I'm giving it to the running back here because they've had success with the run game so far. Not too much in the passing game, but I'd run it here.
Lebo fans, we're back on the road again next Friday night at Peters Township to face the Indians. Ball on the just shy of the 40-yard line. 4th and 1.
Bring Heidenreich and Texa up, both safeties.
They're going to throw. They're going to lob one down the left sideline. Go to man. Flag on the play.
Caught.
Although he makes the catch on the play. Looks like it's going to be a pass interference on Mount Lebanon that will be declined. And that'll be a gain of about 30 yards down to the Mount Lebanon 30-yard line.
How many times do you see a deep ball on 4th and 1?
Well,
Not much.
Particularly give Coach Junko a lot of credit. Brady Erdos has thrown some nice balls, but has not really connected deep on one yet. There he does. Excellent touch by Erdos, the junior, to pick up the first down for the Panthers.
That's Heister making a nice move in the backfield. Could have been thrown for about a 2-yard loss. Got out of trouble, and he'll pick up 4 or 5 on the play.
Mount Lebanon substituting players in. Kyle Watkins, Joey Peters, and Connor Young come in on defensive line, resting the starting defensive line. Now also making his way on the field, number 18, Michael Javad, an outside linebacker. He had an outstanding JV game at outside linebacker last week against Bethel Park. Michael Javad was all over the field last week.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Panthers will shift the formation. Handoff.
Busted.
Nothing doing. He gets met in the backfield. He's going to lose a couple.
It's Kyle Watkins
Yep.
busting the play.
That's big Kyle.
That was 33, Aiden Kahn on the carry, but nowhere to go. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Ball now at the 27-yard line.
Still in a cornerback is number 11, senior Sammy Ward, and number 4, senior Matthew Wirtz. Safeties also remain the same. The all-conference players, Alex Teska and Eli Heidenreich. Linebackers look to be Beckham D and
Erdos,
Daniel
he's going
King.
to throw left. He got a completion. 1st down. Nice little run after the catch. And that's going to be Sapolio for Upper St. Clair.
Soft
Tackle
coverage
made by
there.
Matt Wirtz.
Soft coverage there from Wirtz. Given the play, don't let anything go behind you. Keep everything in front of you.
Yeah, it's Brady Erdos' 2 best throws of the game coming on this drive to the left side. Nice job by the junior signal caller. They've got St. Clair inside the Mount Lebanon 20-yard line.
Heister takes the handoff. Nowhere to
Nice
go.
play.
Storming through the line is Beckham D. Boy, he's
Yeah.
going to be a good one.
Oh, he is only a sophomore. Super quick feet. Again, great job of balance there. And highly instinctive linebacker, too. Nice job by Beckham.
As you mentioned all the brothers on this tee, I must mention the D brothers. Their dad, Chris D., was a quarterback at my alma mater, Carnegie Mellon.
Oh, not only a quarterback, I think a record-setting quarterback at Carnegie Mellon.
3-year starter. Erdos, complete. Down inside the 10-yard line. Trying to pick up the receiver. And it's going to go complete. That's number 10, Jacob Huffnagel on the reception.
Setting the scene here, it's Mount Lebanon 33, Upper St. Clair 13 as the clock runs down to almost 9 minutes, trailing by 20. Upper St. Clair is now at the Mount Lebanon 9-yard line, facing a 3rd down and 3.
Erdos,
Oh.
hands off. It's not going to be enough for a first down. That was Heister on the carry.
That was number 62, Kyle Watkins, and number 52 at the linebacker, Daniel King, with a heavy hit there. I'm sure his dad, Kevin, liked that.
Going to bring up 4th and about 3.
Colin, give us the play. You've been calling them all night. What do we got?
I was wrong about the last one on 4th and 1, but I don't really blame myself after going deep. But I'd expect a quick pass here, maybe a rollout to the right.
Yeah, Erdis has gotten hot on this drive, throwing some nice balls. I would expect a pass on this play. They're changing up at the line of scrimmage. Coach Junko, the Riverboat Gambler, seeing what he's got, going to pull out.
Erdos, hands off.
Run the
Heister
whole
going
way.
around the left side. He is not going to get there, and Mount Lebanon will take over on downs.
Yeah, just a little bit too much team speed on this defense for Mount Lebanon. That was Michael Javada, number 18, helping to hold the edge. And, of course, Tommy Boehner, number 17, senior co-captain, been all over the field tonight playing physical, helps make that play as well.
Yeah, Tommy Boehner, in my opinion, makes that play because he gets the inside leverage and makes the running back, Hester, go outside. And there's many Blue Devils players out there. So Tommy Boehner, in my opinion, made that play.
Yeah, good call, Colin. I mean, Tommy just so sound fundamentally at the middle linebacker or outside linebacker spot.
Mount Lebanon
Personnel.
offense calling for the play, begging for a play
They're
call
missing
from the
a
sideline.
tackle, actually.
Ah,
Yeah, here comes Big Cade. Still got 10 seconds on the play clock. Daniels in a quarterback.
he's going to hand off. Texa takes it up the middle. Nice gainer. Probably going to see a nice diet of that here with less than 8 minutes remaining in the game.
The stats in, Alex Teska has 17 carries for 213 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
Strong game by Alex. Daniel's still in a quarterback. He's in shotgun, the senior signal caller. Cole Markle now in at wide receiver. He's a junior, number 23, just went in motion.
And we got a timeout.
False start on Munoz.
Going to take it back 5.
We also got Anthony Petrogallo, looks like number 26, in at wide receiver. He's in at the slot position. Anthony is a junior.
Spot the ball back at the 13-yard line now. 2nd down and 9. Texas still in the game at tailback. Daniels will bring him up to his left side. Give it to him. He's going to stutter step, dance, maybe get a yard or two. Not much doing there. Stop made by Brown.
Charlie Pellegrino, the senior, number 34, tight end, blocking his guy 8 yards down the field. Again, that's just Charlie's toughness and physicality on full display right there.
Ball in the 14-yard line. 3rd down and 7. Daniels. Texa behind him. They're going to bring Munoz across to the other side to have 3 wide receivers to the right.
St. Clair still in their base defense. 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Mount Lebanon deploys 3 wide receivers to the right, single back.
Play clock down to 3, but they get it off. Hand off. Texa trying to take it around the right side. Flag comes in.
Probably gonna
Looks
be a
like he
hold.
would have got the first down, but from where that was thrown, probably a holding call.
Yeah, I would expect that to be a holding call too. Don't have the stats on how many penalties we have, but there's been an inordinate amount of penalties on the Blue Devils tonight. They're going to have to clean that up as they head to section play against the 6A heavyweights.
As we mentioned earlier, if you didn't hear, we are in a new booth this year that is very small, and with that, not enough room for Keith Sala, our statistician over the last few years, so we are limited in the numbers we're able to give you guys tonight. But as Brian just said, I'd like to see the penalty yardage, as I know Coach Palco cannot be happy with the amount of penalties Mount Lebanon has had tonight. Walking back even further.
Yeah.
They're going to spot this right around our own 8-yard line. And it's going to be about a third and call it 14.
Now, in my younger days, I'd say let it rip. But as I'm now almost 52 years old, I'd hand off here to Teska.
Daniels rolls to his left. He's going to look. He's going to throw down the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Eli Heidenreich, just a bit high for the reach. Coverage on the play for St. Clair was number 17. That's Tim Spear.
I like the aggressiveness by Coach Marty Spieler, the second-year offensive coordinator for the Blue Devils, deep in his own territory, late in the fourth quarter, still airing it out. I mean, that's what you do when you've got a 6A all-conference quarterback in Joey Daniels. You trust him to make the right throws. He did there, just slightly out of the reach of all-conference wide receiver Eli Heidenreich.
Buddha in the punt this time. Sapolio deep for St. Clair. Nice high punt, but short. Sapolio will take a fair catch at his own 35-yard line. So call that a 27-yard punt. And St. Clair will take over with 6:07 remaining, down 20 at the 34-yard line.
Nice job on coverage on that kick, even though it was a fair catch. Forcing him to fair catch was senior number 21, A.J. Stetler. He's a defensive back and wide receiver. Nice job by A.J. getting down the field and making certain that ball was fair caught. St. Clair will take over at the 35, 1st and 10. See what Coach Mike Junko can dial up. Of course, Mike Junko's brother, Jay, also a very decorated college football player, too.
And Mount Lebanon still has mostly all first-teamers in there on defense. They do have Michael Javad in there on the outside, on the right side.
Yeah. Got it.
Blown play there.
No, they recovered.
They were not all on the same page on the snap count, were the Panthers, and Ertis was not expecting the snap. Watkins and Pellegrino there to make the play for Mount Lebanon, but after a big loss of, let's call it 9 yards, it'll be 2nd down 19.
And we've called big number 62, Cal Watkins' name quite a bit this second half, the senior defensive lineman making his presence felt in the interior. That play was doomed for the start, kind of bad timing. Overall, though, I've been impressed with how well coached offensively both teams are. I mean, you know, St. Clair clearly doesn't have the weapons Mount Lebanon does, just a little bit more conservative in the play calling as a result.
2nd down 19. St. Clair at the Mount Lebanon 44. Quick pass to the left side, complete, breaks through a couple tackles, and that was Sapolio. Finally driven out of bounds by Eli Heidenreich, but a nice little gainer.
Give this Mount Lebanon defense some credit. We have not seen many missed tackles this evening, Denny and Colin. This Mount Lebanon team tackles very well.
He'll get out to the 30. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Erdos in shotgun. He's going to throw to the left again. Oh! Cutting the route! Wow! Lebanon! Is that? Oh! Number 4, that's Matt Wirtz.
Wow.
Who jumped the route.
Wirtz.
And brought it back around 45 to 50 yards. I don't have the exact yardage, but he saw it coming all the way and jumped in front and took it back for a nice return.
2-year starter Matt Wirtz, a cornerback, super fast. He looked like he was shot out of a cannon. Read that perfectly. Erdos hung the ball a little bit. Matthew Wirtz, number 4, the senior, intercepted it, took it down the sidelines. The only surprise about that play was that Matt didn't take it all the way to the end zone.
Yeah.
So he'll bring it back to the St. Clair 32-yard line. We have 5:01 remaining. Mount Lebanon 33, St. Clair 13.
Starting O-line is all in, but now let me just feature Nathan Sala, 22, in at running back. Nathan had a gigantic JV game last week. The junior came back from a back injury last season. Nathan certainly earned some carries this week, and good to see him getting in here in the fourth quarter.
And it will be Sala. Take it up the middle. Nice run. Breaks a tackle. Close to a 1st down. Nice hard run, Nate Sala. Brady Bartusiak on the stop for the Panthers.
Yeah, get used to combining the word hard run and Nathan Sala together. That's really the only way Nathan runs.
Late flag thrown way into Mount Lebanon backfield. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Upper St. Clair.
Wow.
Wow.
It seems like frustration is what's going on the USC side.
Yeah, that flag was thrown way in the Mount Lebanon backfield, so I'm not sure what happened or who did it, but they're marching it off. Down inside the 15.
Big number 31, that's Luke Lombardo coming in, the junior. Luke also an outstanding long snapper. Luke played tight end a lot last year.
He'll spot the ball at the 11-yard line. First and 10, Mount Lebanon. Daniels still in a quarterback. Sala, tailback. D in motion, stops. Sala, nice hard run off the left side.
Flag.
Boy, he hits the hole quick, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, again, no surprise seeing Nathan take the ball between the tackles and run hard. Great forward lean, falls forward and picks up what looks to be about 8 yards. However, another penalty.
Oh, that's a shame. That was a nice run.
It was.
Boy, I'd love to see penalty yardage for both teams in this game.
Yeah.
A little sloppy tonight.
Still early in the season. Remember, we haven't even had Labor Day yet.
Yeah, it's true. And my spotter here, Jack Kazora, doing a great job for us tonight. He'll be with me tomorrow down at Heinz Field as UMass comes in to take on the Pitt Panthers. Sala, nice run, but gets met. He'll get a few on the play. Right now we're approaching the 4-minute mark in this game. Another flag. What have we this time? Another false start, Mount Lebanon.
Are you kidding me? Game is slowing down now with the penalties as this fourth quarter kind of grinds on. Mount Lebanon in command, 20-point lead, under 4 minutes, 33-13. Mount Lebanon deep into St. Clair territory, although having been pushed back through a couple penalties.
First and 20 from the 21. Sala. Oh, he's going to get dragged down from behind.
No horse collar?
By number 52, Zach Ehos. Maybe get a yard on the play.
Of course, Mount Lebanon will be in no rush to get the plays off. Play clock is running now under 25. Game clock running under 3 minutes and 20 seconds. We're looking at a second down and what is it, Denny?
19, let's call it.
Okay.
Daniels will keep, fakes the handoff to Sala. Maybe get 2 or 3 yards on the play. Brought down by Huffnagel, which will bring up third down for Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, Jacob Huffnagel, number 10, junior, starting at cornerback. His dad, Jeff, I went to grade school with as well at St. Louis de Marillac. Jeff went on to play at Bethel Park and then for Washington Jefferson College at Division III level.
Third and 13, ball at the 15-yard line. Has to get to the 2 for a first down. Sala.
Boy,
he really hits
run.
the hole quickly.
He does.
He'll get down to about the 10-yard line. And it looks like Mount Lebanon will send the field goal unit out. Noah Buddha.
Boy, nice job of running on that drive by number 22, the junior, Nathan Sala.
Yes.
We got lining up for a field goal. Joe Daniels, the senior quarterback, will be the holder. Noah Buddha, 38.
27-yard attempt. Kick is up.
Good.
Kick is good with 1:54 remaining in the game. Mount Lebanon, 36. Upper St. Clair, 13.
And let me call out a position that's near and dear to my heart. That was Luke Lombardo, the long snapper, getting it back perfectly to Joey Daniels for the field goal. Great job of Noah Buddha banging it through the uprights for the 3 points, giving Mount Lebanon a 36-13 lead over their rivals, the Panthers from Upper St. Clair. But nice job of Luke Lombardo on the long snap.
Got to ask you, does Timmy Walters do any long snapping at Franklin and Marshall?
He does not.
Okay.
He conspicuously left that off his high school playing resume and did not want a long snap in college. So
Okay.
just playing wide receiver these days.
And I would be remiss if I didn't ask about your other son, JP, who suffered an injury before the season. Backup quarterback. How's JP coming along?
Yeah, we just saw him on the track before the game, running for the first time in almost 2 months. So that was
great.
good to see. So hopefully he'll find a way to get a helmet on at some point this year. Thanks for
I
asking,
noticed.
Denny.
Did he get a haircut possibly?
Yeah, he did.
Looks great.
Right. I don't know that he feels that way, but yes, he did get a haircut.
Oh, he had a nice
Sure.
mullet going there.
He did. A long line of Walters who can pull off mullets.
Stairs.
Noah Buddha kicking off, squib kick. Makes it to the third
Whistles.
line, fourth line. I'll tell you what, you want to talk about bad intent on special teams. Pay attention for Mount Lebanon, number 44, Rocky Fennell, when he covers kicks. Rocky is absolutely blowing people up on these kickoffs. He did last week against Bethel Park. Rocky is a force on special teams.
And they're going to kick it again. Coach Palco and Needball asking for explanation from the officials.
And, you know, again, we've brought adventure back to the kickoff, Denny and Colin.
Right.
Whether it's coverage or how we're kicking it or keeping it in bounds. That's one thing we'd like to see clean up. Goodness knows Noah is a good kicker, quite capable.
What's this guy's name?
Again, Mount Lebanon kicking out of the south end zone. They're kicking towards the north end zone with 1:53 left in this game. Mount Lebanon has a commanding 23-point lead against their rivals, 5A Upper St. Clair, the Panthers.
And Buddha kicks it away. It's another ground ball.
Stay in bounds.
Would stay in. No, it goes out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. Kickoffs have been an adventure tonight, that's for sure. I think Coach Pelk will be working on that this coming week.
With a 23-point lead and 1:53 remaining, when the Mount Lebanon defense ultimately does take the field, I would expect to see some of the depth of Mount Lebanon being shown off as second and third teamers get a chance to play.
Are they kicking again?
Yep.
They declined it.
How about a nice long kick high and down the middle? Wouldn't that be nice?
Noah's capable of it. We saw
I
it
know.
earlier in the game. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think there will be some special teams work this week. All right, so Mount Lebanon now back at their own 30-yard line to kick this thing off. And the return men for Upper St. Clair, they're up actually outside the 20-yard line now. And he does send one. I don't know if it wasn't end over end. It was kind of a spiral, taking it to 25-yard line. Stop's going to be made right around the 40-yard line by A.J. Stetler.
Yeah, it's the senior, A.J. Stetler, having a nice game on special teams. Excellent tackle there by A.J. And Denny and Colin, perhaps it's time to look ahead. Mount Lebanon's going to finish this game 2-0, right?
Absolutely.
And then they're going to look ahead, and they're going to go head south, play Peters Township, another 5A team. Peters has been very good the last couple years. They've lost quite a few of their key players, namely Mark Hondrew, or Corbin Hondrew, to graduation. So not as good a Peters team as we've seen in the last couple years. Still be a good test for the Blue Devils. Then the following week, Mount Lebanon returns back here. They'll start the 6A conference schedule off with Ken and Mac.
Yep. Erdosi's going to roll right, going to throw, has a man that's complete.
Tackle on the play by number 24, Louis Petrogallo, and number 21, A.J. Stetler. Again, two seniors. Very nice open field tackles by both of them.
Gaither was the receiver on the play for St. Clair. They'll come down to the Mount Lebanon 41-yard line. 1st and 10. We're down to 1:25 remaining.
Number 55, Joey Peters, is in at right defensive end. His brother, Tommy Peters, is playing for Washington University in St. Louis, Division III football.
Fake handoff, rolls left. Breaks
Oh,
one
nice
tackle,
job.
but will be brought down by number 55, Joey
Yeah,
Peters.
it's who we just mentioned, Joey Peters, the senior, also two-sport athlete. He plays basketball for Coach David and the Mount Lebanon basketball team.
Ball still at the 41-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Working in at middle linebacker now is also number 16, Noah Archibald. Noah had a very good game at middle linebacker in the JV game last Saturday as well. Really coming on strong at that position too. A lot of depth for the Blue Devils at middle linebacker. Also in at middle linebacker is number 33, Idris Wilson.
Curtis over the middle, complete
Nice
on a
pass.
crossing pattern. Nice throw, nice catch. Sapolio on the receiving end. They're going to get down to about the 24-yard line. We are down to 20 seconds remaining in the contest, folks.
Yeah, very nice pass by the junior Brady Erdos, finding a seam in the Blue Devil defense and striking it for a first down for the Panthers. Clock is running. Mike Junko seems content not to call a timeout.
I don't even know if we'll get a playoff.
They're going to get
No.
one more playoff. 3, 2, 1, maybe not.
Just did. Last play of the game, he steps out of a tackle, would have been a sack. Being chased. Finally
That's the game.
brought down by number 33, Idris Wilson.
That's
And
it.
that'll do it. Final score, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils 36, the USC Panthers 13.
And that's 8 quarters of varsity football for the Blue Devils without giving up a touchdown on defense. Shut out the Blackhawks at Bethel Park last week, and Upper St. Clair does not get a touchdown on offense. Scores 13 points, 2 field goals, and 1 on special teams return. Excellent job by Coach Kim Niabala's defense. Also great job by Coach Marty Spieler, offensive coordinator for the Blue Devils, as the Blue Devils put up 36 points on their rivals to the south, Upper St. Clair.
Folks, I'd like to thank our crew here tonight who did an outstanding job in tough conditions. When I say tough conditions, we're in a shoebox of a press box here, folks. But I'd like to thank Brett Hamill, who was on the board for us tonight, did a great job. Harrison Piddle, his buddy, who sets everything up and is the high-tech guy behind the scenes of everything. My spotter, Jack Kazura, as I mentioned, will be with me spotting at the Pitt UMass game tomorrow. We had Colin Whitty here, first time on the broadcast as a full-time analyst. Did a fantastic job. Came up with some key play calls tonight. My longtime partner, Brian Walters. Great job as always. Great to be with you. And I'm Denny Pastufka, signing off from Mount Lebanon Stadium. Our final score, Mount Lebanon 36, Upper St. Clair 13. So long, everyone. How's that for a one-eyed guy?